What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Damage. Welcome to the video, and today we're here talking. Yeah, it's time for us to start getting talking, baby. So, what's been going on? So, not a lot, really. I'm still kind of sick, just a bit now. I don't know. It's what today is. I think it's Monday now. I'm still sick. You know, my stomach still feels like shit. I don't know what's going on. At first, I thought it was like just a bad stomach virus or something like that. And at first, I thought it went away, but it didn't. It just actually kind of got just a little bit worse, but it doesn't feel as bad anymore. It seems like a lot better since I stopped eating. It's not a good thing. I need to find out what the fuck's going on. Today I want to talk about something that just hit me, because it's like, okay, I guess this is I had a video already planned for this, like for today, but you know, shit changes. I want to talk about, like, you know, happiness and kindness, right? Those two things, because like they very much matter a lot to me, right? I like to be happy, you know, I like to be in a joyful spirit. You know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with, you know, getting a little happy. You know, nothing wrong with that shit. And there's nothing wrong with being kind, right? I think those two things are perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with those two things. And I feel like a lot of people in this world lack that ability to be one or the other, or both. They'll try to like rob you of your happiness, and some people just rob you of your kindness. It's like, what the fuck? So I don't know. I don't fully understand the situation. Personally, I don't. I tried to wrap my head around it. So a lot of times when it comes to making these videos, right, I make these videos with the intent of kind of coming out with a positive light at the end. You know, yeah, the situation's really shitty, but at the end of it, it's like, it's not the end of the world. You know, there's so much more things to do. There's so much more positive things to go around. I remember back when, like, I think it was in the year of 2017. If you guys ever look at any of those videos are like hyperly depressing, right? Like hyperly depressing. Like, they were like videos that were like, I wouldn't want anyone else to watch. So I might actually completely get rid of them, because they were all really sad. They were all really depressing. I feel like I've come a long way. You know, 2018, I pushed myself to be a lot more positive, but the only way for me to be more positive is if I better my life. 2019, I bettered my life into a way that I can also be positive. And then I started to reflect on the things that I've had problems with. And I started talking about them, and, you know, I started going to therapy and started talking about my problems and all that, this, that, and the other. And it was just like really good. It was just I feel like it was just really good changes over those last 2 years, and finally moving on to 2020. Personally, I never thought like my videos were depressing. They talk about depressing subjects. Yeah, I have no problem. To me, I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable with my depression enough to talk about it. And when I talk about it, I feel way better, because like other people relate to that. Other people like, hey, I know what you're going through. I've been through that type of thing, right? I've been through that type of problem. You know, I've seen this, right? And the way how you're describing is perfectly. And then at the end of the video, like towards the end of the video, it just stops being so depressing and more, at least to me, I try to make it more inspirational, you know, like the rejection video, right? That rejection video, I was basically, to me, I'm pretty sure I was rejected. But like at the end of it, it was like, you just gotta push yourself forward to do stuff, right? Like I wasn't comfortable asking that person out, but at the same time, I'm happy I did it. At least I did it, right? Because a lot of people will just keep that thought in their mind. A lot of people just don't want to actually do anything. But the thing is, rejection sucks, but it's not the end of the world, right? There's billions of people in the world to take. The world's your fucking oyster. There's literally billions of people in this world. And I think my videos are pretty good. You know, my videos are really, really good. But, you know, in that video, in the rejection video specifically, I had a comment that led to a conversation. But that comment really hit me, you know, because it's like, you know, I don't know. I thought that my videos were getting better. You know, I thought that my videos were a lot more cheerful, a lot more inspirational, a lot more focused. They were better edited. You know, I thought that those videos, the commentary was definitely on point. You know, I feel like, you know, those videos have definitely pushed forward in the way that I wanted to make them, right? Because like I like talking about things like this, like, you know, I'm talking about something that's really bad, you know, but seeing the light at the end of the tunnel is like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, inspirational. It's kind of like an underdog story, right? Like, you know, the guy gets beaten down to the very bottom of the core, and then out of nowhere they just fucking spike, right? They just fucking spike. All that hard work finally pays off. It's like, I like those type of things, right? That rejection video, first off, thank you guys so much for all this, like, the support I had on that video. Like, you guys watched the shit out of that video. That video had the longest, like, retention time. 49% of you have watched it halfway through, if not longer. Yeah, you know, it's like, the videos, I feel like they're getting better. They're doing better, you know. At least that's to me, right? My perception to it. And like, obviously, it's not just me because other people also feel that way. Like a lot of my subs, you know, enjoy the content. A lot of people actually enjoy the content. They watch the videos and like, hey, I like that video. That was a really nice video. It was a really great video. You know, I felt relatable to that video. And it's like, I like being able to be relatable to other people, you know, because it's like, it first off helps me feel like I'm not alone in these situations. And then it makes me feel a bit more human, which is like, that's nice. You know, it's comforting knowing that I'm not alone in this situation. I know that I'm not the only person that goes through this type of thing. I guess some people just can't handle depressing topics, and that's fine. You know, a lot of people have their own ways of coping and dealing with their own depression and their own sadness, right? But to me, it's just surprisingly talking about it, but talking about it to people that I know would probably relate to it, right? Like, that's just how I see it. I don't make all my videos talking about depressing subjects anymore. Like, I did, but, you know, it's like here and there with that. You always see like those one negative comments, and those negative comments always come like, it's like, you can see a billion fucking great comments, but you see that one negative comment, it's just like, it's the one that hits you the most. Cause you're like, wow, I'm really upset that I didn't, you know, make that one person not enjoy this content. And I know that's like, that's how YouTube is. Not everyone's gonna enjoy the content and stuff, but it's like, it's bad when it's someone who's subscribed to you. Like if it's someone who actually watches your content and stuff, they say something bad about your content, it's just like, wow, that fucking sucks. And I'm getting like, the thing is, it's weird. Like I'm getting so much praise on all these videos. Like everybody's loving the video, everybody's loving the live streams, everybody's loving this stuff. But it's like, that one is gonna bug me. That one is gonna bother me. It's gonna haunt me when I edit my videos. It's gonna haunt me when I record my videos. It's gonna haunt me the entire fucking time. And I hate it. Because that's how I am. I'm the kind of person that likes to make everyone happy. I know I can't. But I like to try. And this is kind of looping back to the kindness and happiness thing, right? I was really happy with my content. And I still kind of am. Like I don't think my videos were bad. I think that the message just came off a little wrong, you know? Or maybe I didn't get to the point faster, right? Which I can be guilty of. Because I'm the kind of person to just run into a tangent and just keep talking. And then like, maybe like the last 3 or 4 minutes of the video, it's like super positive. It's like, well, I mean like 93% of this video was you just railing on yourself, and now you finally got to the fucking point. And like the thing is, I'm not the kind of person to come after somebody, right? I don't try to leech negative feelings or negative emotions to other people. I don't like doing that. I hate that. I don't like anyone making me feel bad, so why would I want to make anyone else feel bad, right? And that's kind of like why I make these videos as well. That kind of ties back in with why I make these videos, because like I know there's negative feelings that people have, and if I could shed some light on that negative situation, it makes it less hard for you to deal with. Being rejected, yeah, it sucks, but at least you did it. A lot of people don't do anything. Or having the fear of women being afraid is not a depressing topic. It's more so like a genuine fear that I share. I'm recording! I was talking to some of my subs about the situation that I was going through, about that one comment and stuff, and a lot of them were like, let me come after this bitch. Let me come after it. Let me do it. Let me go talk about it. Let me go rail on him. And like, there's no point in doing that. All it does is just lead to massive amounts of confusion for me. I'm just lost. I don't even know what I did. Like, I don't know. Like, I talk about these things with a brighter light. Literally 2 brighter lights. They make me fucking blind as I make these videos. I actually was talking to one of my friends yesterday about how I used to be so depressed, but like leaving college, or leaving particularly that college, led to me being a significantly better person, right? Like, I'm way better than what I used to be. I've made a full 180 out of myself, and I took what it was like fucking me up the entire time and made it so much of a positive. I started going to therapy. I started talking. I started to actually express my emotions, because like for the longest time I would just bottle up until it actually hurt someone else. I'm not gonna get too deep into that topic or anything, like what that whole conversation was fully about, but basically the interpretation of the video that I made was taken way out of left field. To me, it was taken out of left field. It was like, that doesn't fully correlate with anything that I was talking about in the video. It doesn't correlate. They don't mix. They don't add up, because they have nothing to do with each other. They're 2 separate entities. That's like talking about Jesus Christ and fettuccine. Like, those are 2 separate fucking topics. What does this have anything to do with each other? Like, I don't hate anything, and I don't hate anyone. right? I don't hate anyone. I love everyone. I hate the things that people do, and I hate the things that people choose to say, right? But at the end of the day, it's your right to do whatever you really want, as long as you're not hurting anybody. I don't care. But like, I don't know, that comment and that conversation just felt like it was set to hurt me. And it was like, well, I mean, you succeeded. You hurt me in some sense. And like, I'm not like emotionally scarred by this. I'm just lost and confused. I was upset for a second. Because like, why did you even say that? You know, if you have nothing nice to say, this is how I was raised, right? If you have nothing nice to say, nothing nice at all, then don't say it. That's just how, I don't know. I feel like that's like a golden thumb, right? It's a golden rule. If you have nothing nice to say, just don't say it. You don't hurt anyone. You don't hurt anyone. No one's getting harmed by anything. Some people can be overly honest. Some people can be very opinionated. Some people can just be very passionate about those two things, actually. And when they're very passionate, they end up saying things. They end up doing things. They end up getting like a little too passionate about something. There's a point where you gotta, dial it back. Because a lot of people just like, they take their passion, they take their opinions, and they go fucking ham. Right? And like, when I mean like they go ham on a point that they just start railing on anything that's against it. And it's like, I don't even get that, right? Like, I'm an atheist, right? But I'm not going to take out of my time to start railing on religion. That's retarded. That's way too much time to be dedicated to something that I don't care about. Maybe it's hard for people to be nice. And it's hard for them to be kind and passionate in a positive way, right? In a not so negative way. I just don't get that. It is easier to be negative. It is way easier to be negative. But I feel like I like the challenge of just trying to be positive, right? Trying to see the light of the situation. I'm talking about something that like is like a depressing topic. I can sit there and talk about it, and I'm laughing at myself the entire time. I think it's hilarious of that situation because like it is a funny situation, right? Like me, right? Felt like avoiding women in some sense. I'd cross the street, run down the other side, go back just to avoid that person. I care that much. And it's like, that's really fucking stupid. But it's funny. It's an extreme version of what like I don't know. I don't know. I can make myself laugh. I find humor in every situation. I think that there's almost nothing that you can't laugh at. Should you laugh at everything? No, I don't think that's a great idea. Maybe it's just weird to me. Because like to me, it's easy as hell to be nice. It's easy as hell to be kind. It's easy as hell to be positive. It's easy. It's very easy. All you have to do is just be positive, right? You have to pull yourself out of that negative Nancy type mindset and for once look at the positives that's in a situation. Yeah, I go through a lot of shit. And I still am. That's just life. You just find a way through all your negatives. There's always a way. There's always a way. If you're very passionate about something, if you're very caring about something, and you don't want this for yourself, for me, I didn't want to be depressed anymore. I hated it. I don't like being depressed, and now I'm not. I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed anymore. I've fallen out of that spot a while ago. I just think that negative people. People that are stuck in that negative mindset. People that just can't really push themselves out of that. Or the people that just don't know how to not say negative things. Learn to shut up. Like, it's just... Or at least if you're going to take that negative energy that you have, that negative... It sounds so fucking hippie for saying this. But I meant like the negative energies you have. The wants, the inspiration to do some negative shit. Or say some negative shit, like you just do something positive with it. Why waste it doing something negative? That just breeds negativity. We're all just here to live. So just let it be good. Let it be positive. It'd be a great time. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my mind, right? My mind has gone on this hippie high, and now I just want everybody to be happy. I'm not the kind of person to say, oh, you're depressed, just stop. No, you can't just stop. I trust and fucking believe. I've been on both sides of that coin. You can't just stop being depressing. You can't just stop being depressed. It's a thing that takes time, right? it took me about 4 months of just non-stop, consistent, trying to pour out the negative into positive situation. 4 months of that non-stop, and at the end of it, I stopped being depressed. You know, it's actually so bad too, because like a lot of the music I listen to, I can't really listen to anymore fully, like because it's just depressing. So I listen to like jazz, I listen to like lo-fi, I listen to like really happy, inspirational music and stuff. I don't know, my sense of music has changed. Lily asked me, what year is this chime gonna be? Because like, you know, like last year was like content chime. Year before that was like, what was it? Upgraded chime. Year before that was depressing chime. Year before that was baby chime. And I feel like this year is just gonna end up being humble chime, you know? And I don't mind that. I'm okay with that. I'm actually really happy with that. Anyway, if you guys are going through anything that's negative, or anyone's telling you any negative shit, just kind of ignore them. Because like, at the end of the day, if they're not doing anything positive for your life, why are they there in the first place? You know? That's how I see it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.